You know, that saying that they say that someone who's had a hard life are really strong. But you shouldn't mess with people that's been through difficult things. I mean, what does it really mean? Does it actually mean anything? It's a perspective, I suppose, right? But the way I see it is when people go through hard things, it doesn't make them hard. It makes them soft. It makes them, in fact, whatever they choose it to make them, because they could become hard and cold and distant and aggressive and sad and depressed and, all of those things. Or they could choose to look at the situation from a place of opportunity, right? The things that hurt you, the things that upset you, the things that has bothered you, the things that were challenging, instead of hardening to them to not feel them, you open up to understand them. And I know it's not easy, right? Because there's really difficult situations. I've not been through a very particularly easy one myself lately. But I realized that I have the tools and the power within me to choose how to experience the world that I'm in, no matter of my preferences, no matter what's going on. And it's freeing, guys. It's so freeing. It's so peaceful. My situation would make people angry. That would make people sad. It would make so many challenging opportunities to arise, right? And I went through them. I was feeling them. I was feeling them so much. I'm gonna miss this, I'm gonna miss that, but I didn't even, it's not my fault. I tried, I'm sorry, I could do better, I could have done better. Nah, that's it, I've done the best I can, they're being ungrateful. I went through every scenario that my conscious being could fabricate. And then potentially my imagination added more scenarios to it too, right? But now, I no longer explore the world in that way with this situation, at least because I've learned the best way to navigate it, the way that keeps the peace and harmony within me. And it's like I've learned the foundational methods to bring any situation to a state of harmony within yourself, within your mind, within your emotions, right? And it's really not that crazy or complicated. I believe everyone can do it. It's just learning how to use your mind and learning how to process your emotions. It's not no mystical, magical, scientific, crazy thing. It's actually just being a human being, learning how a human being works, right? Imagine you're teaching your child, or someone younger than you, or someone older than you. You're teaching someone something that they've never done before, something new. And you know how to do it in and out. You've been doing it for 5 years, and you do it every week, right? So it's second nature to you. When you show them how to do it, are you going to expect them to do it correct the first time? There's a possibility that you will, right? Because you might forget how much time and effort it took you to get into it. I know that's a possibility because I know people can be forgetful. They don't think about things as a wide scale sometimes. They just think, oh, I can do that. Why can't you do it? Not everybody, obviously. And it might not necessarily be common, but I know that perspective is out there because it's just the level of awareness that an individual has. And it doesn't mean that they're lower or anything. It means they haven't been conscious of that aspect of their experience. And that's the point. That's the actual point. To be conscious of your actual experience. To know your thoughts, to understand why you have the thoughts that make you feel bad, or the fact that you feel bad and have these thoughts. Why does this feeling make you think these things? Why do these things make you feel this way? And you learn what your emotions are trying to tell you, so you learn how to navigate your emotions. You have some more emotional awareness. And then same thing with your mind. Your mind's going into negative thought loops. Why am I thinking this stuff? This stuff is not good for me. It's making me feel bad. Okay, what can I do differently? What can I do differently? Can you do something differently? Yes, you can. What you can do is, every time you start thinking a negative thing, bring your attention there. Realize, oh, I'm thinking negatively again. This is bringing your awareness to it. You're consciously choosing to put your attention on the situation that you keep losing your attention on. That's actually what it is. We're not being aware of what we're doing in that aspect. So when you become aware of your mind and you become aware of your emotions, right, then you know how to navigate all different situations of the world in a whole new way. The world becomes new to you because you experience it, explore it differently. You have different tools. You now know how to think about the things that you're thinking about, so you don't upset yourself or cause a negative direction towards that intention. Because every thought, every creation is an intention. The action towards that intention is you sending the material energy to it, your thoughts towards it, sending the conscious energy towards it. And when you can feel the energy in your body, your emotions that moving around in there, then you do that consciously and send that to it. You send all three aspects of yourself consciously to the intention that you have. That gives it more momentum to bring into life what this stuff is. Maybe this is what people call manifestation, but the problem is, the way I believe it to be the purest form is to not want anything but stay in that vibration. Because when you do it like that, it sounds like someone's peeing on the fence. Wonderful. Perfect timing. They're releasing. See? Release it. So when you do it without the attachment to what the thing is that you're trying to manifest, and you're just living in that balanced state, you hold space for the universe, for God, creator, spirits, whatever you call it. I call it the natural flow of existence, because everything has a natural expression. That's what nature does. Trees grow as they're supposed to. Animals live as they're supposed to. Human beings, the only thing that has is free will. So when you let go of your free will, right, doesn't mean you become a slave. It means you let go of control. You trust in the universe, you trust in God, you trust in yourself, yeah, so much that you don't need to control any of it, because whatever comes, you know that you know how to live it, you know how to be at peace with it, you know how to navigate it, you know how to process it, you know how to redirect it. You know how to experience life as a human being that is higher in a level of consciousness. This is the evolution of consciousness. It's to be more conscious, which means to be more aware of your experience inside and outside of you, on all aspects, wherever you can place your awareness. And this is why listening to other people's perspectives is beautiful, because when other people share their perspectives, it gives you another awareness of how that situation could be looked at, and then you can see that perspective in other situations if you're able to place that same concept and understanding on a different situation. Then you know how other people think about things, and it makes it easier for you to navigate the world and to not take things so personally when people are not the nicest. And it just gives you all these different little keys that all fit together, and it makes it beautiful to experience. I actually have a fly sitting on my thumb while I'm explaining to you. So anyways, the point is, you have the free will to do whatever you want, right? But I highly recommend you consciously choose to become aware of yourself on every aspect you can fathom, and then allow new ones to continue coming in. Because every time you get a new perspective installed in the way that you perceive the world, it's almost like you go up and you see the world from a higher point of view, higher perspective, and you're seeing it from a bird's eye view, which is why it's like more aware, because you're actually seeing more of the space that you're experiencing life through. And then you can do that inwards as well. You know, trees have roots, we have veins, we have a nervous system, we have muscle, we have bones. You can place your awareness on those parts of your body, feel them. Yeah, it feels like energy, but the point is, you're placing your awareness on a part of your body. You're not just like scanning your body as in like a silhouette, but you start going into your skin. You can feel the skin, then you can feel underneath the layers of the skin, then you can feel the fat underneath that, the muscle, and then you go to the bones. I missed out the veins, but you can do the veins too. Go to the bones, inside of the bones, and that brings a fuller, more awareness to one aspect of your arm. It doesn't mean that it has to be done that way. You can place your awareness on that your arm the same way and still get that full depth, but it's like little steps that you take to bring more awareness. The more details you put in, the more your consciousness can become aware of. So while you're at the stages where you're learning to do it, it's good to be very specific and very intentional with where you're looking and how you're looking, because it gives a fuller capture to become aware. It helps you become more aware easier. So there's a little perspective there, if anyone is even interested, right? But this is keys to yourself, for you to be more connected to you. And when you become more connected to you, you start doing things in ways that you are surprised you're doing. And I'm not saying this because I know everyone's out there like, oh, I don't like who I am. You're supposed to love who you are. I really hope you love who you are. It doesn't mean you can't try other things, right? How do you know that it's you if you never really explore yourself? Do you sit and talk with yourself? I talk with myself so much. This is what I'm doing now. I decided, instead of me talking to nobody around me and just myself, and I get to enjoy my conversation with myself, let me share it, because I feel like there's really useful information sometimes, and I find it entertaining when I talk to myself. So maybe other people could appreciate who I am too, and if they do, great, let's build a connection, right? If you're resonating with the things that I say, amazing. Let's start some kind of a community, something that we can build into. You see that feeling that I'm talking about? You see how it feels inside? Make that same expression outside, with nature, with other people, with society also. Not just, we take ourselves out of it. No. I have ideas, I have possibilities where society will eventually want to join what we're doing. At least the masses will. The ones that don't, they can do their own thing, but it's going to be a different world. The world is changing, guys. The world is changing. People don't see it. It's very clear. So many people are switching, shifting. Their perspectives are changing. The problem is, so much of us are still out there like, women against men, men against women, doing this to men, doing this to women, race here, religion there, money here, oil there, politics there, war over there, all of that stuff. Don't think someone's doing it intentionally, because that's also another war in there. Let go of all of it and make the world inside your head that you want to experience outside your face. Literally, you're gonna see it because you're gonna create it. But you're only going to create it in the places that it can resonate. But if you're still looking at trying to prove the world is creating this environment when we can already see the environment's there, it's not changing it, it's just adding to it. So let the wars of all forms go and create the beauty inside your life, inside your body, inside your mind, and inside of your actions. That actions that you put out, the same momentum I explained way back there, that momentum of the love and the peace that you now feel, you're going to give to the people around you. And what happens? You don't expect them to just completely change, but what happens is you experience it in a more peaceful way, and eventually maybe those people who don't do things in a peaceful way will realize that being peaceful is actually nice, and they might be open to being inspired. You never know, but you're not doing it for them or for anybody else, you're doing it for you. And when you come into contact with people that are like you, like I'm trying to say now, let's get together and build something real that is from actual love, peace and harmony, not a misinterpretation of it. There can be no war, there can be no separation, there can be nobody against nobody, there can be no hunger, no starvation, nothing, no thirst, nobody, like no one doing anything to anyone. A place that works in harmony, just like how the trees and the animals express themselves in the way they was intended to, peacefully together. And then people are gonna come and say, yeah, but lions eat animals, and okay, cool, it's a cycle of life. We don't work that way. Do you know how we're supposed to work? Does anyone know how we're supposed to work? Because we all have free will, so we're supposed to work with free will. The problem is, when you work with free will with no stability within yourself, you create disaster. And that's what's happening, because you go from fear, from greed, from power, from pain, from sadness, from even when you create from happiness, it's a good expression. No one's debating it. All of them are being created from the expressions. So I'm saying, you see that peace and harmony that we got now vibrating constantly, that space, I want to create something from that, and I want to do it with you, because you can feel it too. So if that's what you're saying and that's what we're doing, we don't even have to be in the same environment, we just have to be connected. And one day when the situation and the moment arises, we will know when we're supposed to come together. And when we do, there'll be enough of us to make a positive impact. And I'm not even saying this because I have plans, I just know something is gonna happen. I mean, I do have plans. I do have plans. I have ideas, I have things that I am aware of that, if done in the right way, cannot be shut down and will be appreciated and adopted by all perspectives, because the perspective is so pure. There's no, you can't question anything in it. You're all part of it, you all have your say, everything is involved. So there's a moment it's going to come, but it needs to come with a little bit of a momentum. The momentum's not there yet. So when the momentum's there and it feels right, then boom, okay guys, this is the plan. Are you on board? Are we doing this? Do we have enough of us? How serious are you about it? Are you invested? Do you trust this process? Do you trust the collective? Do you trust the ones that you're building a relationship with? You need to build it before these things can happen. I'm explaining to you a process that we as a collective can make a change by coming together with intentional action from a peaceful place, so it can be stable in the world. Unlike everything that we have now that's not stable, it becomes a self-sustainable civilization, basically. Self-sustainable civilization. We learn how to use the planet in a way that we don't ruin it, and we learn how to work together, like the plants and the trees. They have the fungus system. They all talk to each other. They all connect with each other. The one big tree that has got so much nutrients, if there's another one that needs more, it sends the nutrients to the other tree. That's that's nature working together. We are part of that system. We are part of the tree system. When we touch the floor, we get grounded. What does it mean to be grounded? It means all of the inconsistent electricity that we got going through our body, the unharmonized shit, we step on the ground and it removes that one, and it leaves us in our natural like when you have the electricity from the house and you have the grounding wire, so that if any sparks happen, it goes through that and goes to the earth, because the earth absorbs it. So when we step on the earth's absorbing the negative. It's not negative. That's not even negative and positive. Is not. This is another war. Let go of that. Yeah, it's not negative, but it is actually negative because of the understanding that I have, basically. But it's the inconsistent energy it's not actually your resonance. It's not who your being vibrates at. It's additional stuff. So when you do that, and that's why it helps inflammation and things like that. It helps the body and the nervous system relax, because the energies that was overwhelming your body and creating those sensations are being removed, so your body can settle. When you look at it from the energy side, you understand why the physical body reacts in that way. Because how would you react if you was being put under pressure? The same way. So anyways, I don't remember what the point was, but the community, the intentions, the connections, I share this with you because my intentions here is to create something real, and I want to create something real with people who are real. And if you sat here and listened to me saying all of this stuff, then you probably should be one of my best friends. Because not many people listen to me talking. So I appreciate you staying, listening, and I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to reconnecting with you.